Alrighty, hey, hi, hello there, welcome to Bald Turbo Nobody reacts to WoW stuff once again. I'm not really looking that bald though right now. It's hair. It should be bald though. I'll show you what the back of my head looks like. It's not good. It's not good. Anyway, we're talking about what's going on with like the WoW drama stuff. Hardcore is ruined. Or is it? Or is it saved? Who knows? That's the fun. We're gonna start off by talking about exactly what is going on. There have been, over the past like few weeks, DDoS attacks hitting Blizzard's servers and taking down like every single one of their games. Now, obviously, for most of their games, it sucks. Obviously, you don't want to be raiding on normal World of Warcraft and wipe because the server is getting attacked, you know? But it hits a lot harder in hardcore, where if you wipe, your whole like crew is dead. According to Blizzard, any wipe due to server outages, any death due to server outages, I should say, there's no bringing it back. Death means death. And so that's just how I'll start this. That's how I'll preface this. Let's watch Soda Poppin's video real quick. This is just going over the raid itself. Now, some people had brought up that they were disconnecting and having some issues beforehand. I watched this live, and it was heartbreaking to see, because you sort of like, for me, and I feel like a lot of other people watching, and I mean, I see some people in the chat saying like, time to DDoS. Some people foresaw this. I definitely foresaw this. Somebody is like directly like attacking Blizzard servers just to fuck over certain raids. OnlyFangs specifically in this case, which is really sad.
All right.
But yeah, this is right before they're about to pull Ebon Rock.
Go ahead.
And of course, now the servers are going to start getting attacked.
All right, he's on Alcors again.
People in the raid will start bringing up that they're DCing.
3 seconds.
Target you. I have big lag.
Taunt it.
So people are already talking about lag.
I disconnected.
Now you can see over here off to the side, there's already people in the raid that are offline. Everyone else is talking about how they're lagging. This is very clearly a little targeted, that it happens right as soon as they pull. It's fucked up.
I DC'd as well. Gunner, can you take my position?
I got.
Now at this point, I was watching when this happened. At this point, I'm like, fuck. So when Soda DC'd, I went over and I flipped to like other streams, because at that point I'm like, okay, well, how many other people are DCing? Are they going to be able to finish it? Are they going to be able to do anything? Ompi stepped up pretty quick to start like giving out like directions and sort of trying to lead as best that he could, but I'm pretty sure Ompi disconnected as well. And yeah, we'll just keep watching. People are bringing up when they DC and stuff like that.
I'm jumping.
Just trying to communicate.
I'm logging back in.
Keep fighting.
Let me know when it's on, or do I
go? Go. I'm DCing. Go.
Taunting. It's on Gordon.
I think like.
Is it get out called? Is it a leave?
Full DC'd.
I would say save yourself, honestly. We're half.
Okay.
I think everyone.
Yeah, the get out, save yourself call.
We're just DC.
The get out, save yourself call is pretty much all that they can do at this point, because to everyone's credit, that was still like trying to take on the boss. Nobody, like, even with the DCs coming through, even though people were DCing, they were trying to get back in there and finish the boss. The people that were still on the boss were still trying to finish it. This is a whole raid of fucking troopers. Like, even though like DCs were coming through, and obviously it was a very, you know, stupid DDoS attack, everybody was in it to win it, trying to make the best of a bad situation. And that is respectable. That is respectable. I don't care who you are. The fact that people, like, it was very obvious what was happening very early on, and they're all just still like, nobody's like, okay, Roach, get out. Okay, Run, get out. Like, immediately. Everybody's just like, okay, what can we do to finish the boss? Very good. Very cool. This is a, you know, raid of Chads. Absolutely.
I'm just
Like
spelling
people were
it.
logging back
I'm
in,
so-
people
I'm
trying to make it
spelling
happen.
it.
Yeah, we're in.
If you get in, try and save your character, I guess. Wow.
That's all the more they
Maybe you
can
don't
do.
log into UDC. No joke.
I don't think Blizzard would do a rollback
When I
or
logged in,
anything
I
like
saw
that.
Glitters was dead. I don't know. I saw quite a few. We're already dead.
Is anyone outside of the
So Soda has already brought up he doesn't think that Blizzard will do a rollback or anything, but you know, it's to be expected. That everybody is pretty sure that like Blizzard is like it's pretty much like set the stage that they don't really want to intervene, which is stupid. I will just say.
I didn't see, Jordy. I didn't see.
I got half
trying to
off,
log in.
but my loading screen isn't
Yep,
loading. I don't know if I'm
Rakula.
safe.
I'm in the
Rakula not breaking character, love that.
back wing load screen.
So I'll probably edit out a lot of this like middle stuff of them, slowly one by one, sort of like being able to reconnect and assess the damage of what happened. But like it blows, man. It's absolutely not the way that anyone would have wanted OnlyFangs to end. It really does just blow. There's not much that they can do if this is what's going to happen. If Blizzard doesn't have DDoS protection for their servers, which is amazing, that this is somehow something that someone can do, just completely brick the entirety of Blizzard's servers. There's no way for OnlyFangs to continue as a guild to do any sort of rating. There's no way for streamers to pursue literally anything in hardcore because they will just get absolutely dumpstered as soon as one person who knows how to DDoS wants to shut them down. It's absolutely just fucked from the get-go, which sucks, which really, really sucks. But once again, I will say this, huge respect to like everybody in the raid for not just like, as soon as the first DC happens and they pick up that it's a DDoS, not just like hearthing out immediately. Everybody tried to stay in and finish the boss. As far as I know, I haven't seen everybody's perspectives on it, but like they tried to make it work, and that's respectable.
The unstuck service is down too. The unstuck service has also been targeted.
Just don't log in for a little bit.
The unstuck service also getting targeted is absolutely fried. Like that's so messed up. Yeah, I mean there was no way for Soda to know for sure what the right call was there. I mean, because obviously you want to continue the raid. You want to keep, trying to make it happen despite the DDoS. You don't want to just give up because somebody is... I mean, they started doing the raid the day before and had to stop it because they were just getting fucked. And so you don't want that to happen again. You want to be able to push through and make it happen. So I don't think that it was a bad call to like try and take the boss. I don't think that was a bad call. I think that was them trying to stand against the DDoSer and just fucking, take it. Because at the end of the day, they are, a content guild. You can't just sit back and not do anything.
I don't know what to do. I don't think any of us know what to do about this in the situation, but clearly our raid is canceled for the rest of the day. Clearly.
Are you alive, Soda?
I don't know.
That's
so fucking stupid, man.
What
a terrible way to go, guys. I wanted to go down swinging at least.
Yeah.
Same.
We can all agree.
Pretty cringe.
It would have been fun
to like die in a
I would be okay with dying on the last.
Armory doesn't say I'm dead.
Armory doesn't say I'm dead either, but I
don't know
saw
if
that
it
I'm
works.
ghost.
I'm just saying that like Zeroji had it, so that's what I was asking.
I just want to
Yeah.
say
Never
it
mind,
was
I'm
nice. It was
Armory
nice
has not
playing with
updated
you
yet.
guys.
Mary, we love you so much.
Like just hearing Mary maybe just already like breaking into tears, like that made me want to cry, man. Like now obviously I watched a lot of streams and people talking about this afterwards that were just like heartbroken over this, and it's very difficult to just think like to them at this moment, like that's the end of OnlyFangs hardcore. You know, this long 4, 5, 6 month, whatever the fuck journey that they all went on. Like, that's how it ends. They're heartbroken. Like, they're sad. Like, who wouldn't be? It's crazy.
You died to something that wasn't your fault.
Are you actually?
know.
You
Are
did
you
a
actually
great
crying,
job.
or I
You
can't tell?
died to a fat loser.
No, I actually wanted to die because I'm bad, not because I got DC'd.
Same.
Right.
True.
You weren't bad. You did good.
Okay, Mary.
I was so
You
proud
would
of
have
you.
never
You
died,
did
Mary,
it.
because of that.
You
Yeah, what's crazy, like, she wanted to die because she was bad, not because of a DC, which is understandable. Mary and everyone else did great. Like, everybody was doing good. They wanted to die due to some, like, mistake, missed mechanic, or, you know, just being bad at the game. You know, that's understandable. At that point, they can say, you know what? The game beat me. But this isn't the game beating them. This is just a disconnect beating them, which is stupid.
You would
That's
have
the
loved.
only way they got you.
When the tanks
Man.
were DCing, you were doing so good.
Yeah, you did a great job.
I don't get to tank much, so I was just happy I got to tank.
Mary, you have
Oh.
surpassed everyone's expectations.
It's no.
I don't think they.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
I don't think they're gonna
delayed
raid.
It's up to them.
I just
They-
got an
listen,
email that I'm dead.
Ooh,
You
that's the
got
worst
an
way to
email
receive a
that
death.
you're dead?
Yeah,
Email.
and Old just sang it as rip.
Yeah, like Sunglitters also died, and then I stopped by Sunglitter's stream, and she's doing like a recap of like all the memories and all the clips from like her time in OnlyFangs, and dude, it was so sad. Like, it was great that, like, I didn't even know about Sunglitters or most of these streamers before like OnlyFangs, and deciding like, oh, I'm gonna go check them out. I'm gonna go see, you know, what this streamer is all about. And then seeing her like going through like early attempts at RP, and then just like, you know, the growth from there, and like talking about the relationships built with all these other streamers. Dude, I was like, oh man. Like, everybody tearing up was making me tear up, man. And I'm not even involved. I'm parasocial as shit based on that. Maybe I'm just empathetic, okay? But like, yeah.
Friend.
It was
Yo,
fucked. It was fact up. It was fact up.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Guys,
Am I like coping? If I could say, like, Blizzard would do a rollback, they roll back.
I would.
They would.
No.
He says that, and he says, oh, am I coping if I think that Blizzard would do a rollback? Honestly, not cope. Then we'll get into that. We're still watching the video. We'll let this video play out, okay? This video was released before other things were notified.
Well, okay. Here's the one thing.
How much do they like you, Soda?
The one thing is this, like, do they value this at all? Because if they do,
Well,
there is no way to ever do this event if this is allowed to happen. Nothing like this can ever happen again if this is
never
allowed.
done a rollback. I don't think they'll.
No, they have. They did it
once.
once.
They
did it on EU one time. Yep.
What was the reason?
I just don't want to give.
What happened?
I don't want a random individual who DDoSes to have the power to be able to stop things like this.
I agree.
Yeah, the entire event can't happen. I mean, it's like one idiot with a credit card gets to shut down an
But
entire event.
There's a lot of moving parts
Honestly, that's a
at
good
Blizzard
argument
that
to make.
there's a lot of moving parts at Blizzard we don't know about, and also like they may just not want to do that. Who knows? Whatever. I don't know. Everything's up in the air. I'll ask. I'll tell you guys what can and won't happen when I find out. But for now, raid's canceled. Terrible way to go out. If this is the end, my expectations have clearly been surpassed. I wish we got a full BWL clear, but good job.
Like, the crazy thing is, they were perfectly on track for a full BWL clear. Like, I think, even with smaller DDoS attacks, I think throughout the first portion of their clear, they had 0 deaths. Like, they were on track to do it. And that's with an interesting raid lineup. Some people that just have never, like, touched the raid before, but yeah, they were on track to do it, which is crazy. I don't think that he includes it in this video, but he does make an announcement in the Discord, which is basically everything that he's going to say, where it's like, he basically says, if this is what's going to happen, then OnlyFangs is basically over. They release all the restrictions that were placed on, you know, people within the guild to like buy from the auction house, to like trade with other people, and so on and so forth. And like basically saying like you're free to stay in the guild, you're free to group with people, but you're under no obligation, and you're free to also just join other guilds or, you know, leave altogether, whatever you want to do. Like he basically just says like OnlyFangs is over. Like, which is really sad.
I don't really want it to be like some closing speech, but it really fucking might be, because I've already explained why. Things have been great. I'm glad everyone's watched. I had fun, especially at the beginning. Obviously, at the end, it turned into raid logging because that's what it turns into. But regardless, you know, the whole thing was one big journey. Even though the ending was raid logging, it all was still stitched together. And I'm glad that, you know, this is possible. So, all right. I will be on tomorrow. I'll do an update of some sort. So GG's everyone.
All right. And so that's wrong screen. That's Soda's video on it. And I'll say this, if that's where it ended, right after that, I tweeted out this little tweet that I will share on the screen now. I tweeted out, it was pretty disappointing as a WoW fan to see DDoS attacks completely ruin the OnlyFangs raid. I feel like there are situations that understandably warrant rollbacks, but would Blizzard even bother? Now, this sort of popped off more than my usual tweets. My usual tweets go out to maybe like 20 people, and I get a like if I'm lucky. But no, this one, I got some interactions, got some people talking. Now, of course, I commented, monthly subscription game, by the way, and then I compared it to this a little bit later on. Like, here's a loose analogy. If I'm in a boxing match, maybe an obstacle course would be a better analogy. But if I agree to one rule where if I trip and fall on my butt, I lose, it would be pretty fucked up if a random bystander from the crowd could jump in the ring or jump on the obstacle course and sweep my legs. There's a difference between a server outage and a DDoS attack. Now, I tried to make that make as much sense as possible. I tried to, like, you know, be pretty eloquent with it, you know, so people sort of understood where I was coming from. Now, most people in the comments and most of the stuff that I was reading online was pretty positive, was pretty, you know, most people were pretty supportive of this idea that getting DDoS attacked is, in essence, very different than just a server outage, you know? And the DDoS attacks are something that essentially kills the hardcore community. It doesn't just, you know, screw over the streamers, but it screws over just everyone else. Obviously, it means that, like, anytime the streamers are doing literally anything, then you have to be worried about your hardcore character dying because some random person could decide that they hate this streamer and they want to kill them, you know, by taking down the entirety of Blizzard servers. I just would like to reiterate how crazy that is. But yeah, and there was a lot of people who said that, like, Blizzard has said that they don't want to deal with stuff like this, and that, you know, it's just special treatment for a bunch of streamers. Where I would like to say that, yeah, it's special treatment, but they're under special scrutiny. They are getting targeted because they are streamers, and everybody is suffering for it. There's literally no... I don't understand what is wrong with people. Like this guy going, "Don't make me tap the sign," and he underlines server outages. As if there's literally no difference in their mind. Oh, well, you clicked the box. You clicked agree to you know, create a character on a hardcore realm. Surely you agreed to, you know, if some random person wants to control whether you live or die. It's crazy. It is actually crazy to me, the amount of just saltiness. I don't know. I get that people don't like streamers. I get that there's like there's a bit of an anti-streamer sentiment, but OnlyFangs and other World of Warcraft like streamers and hardcore in general are very good for the game. You know, it gets more eyes and it gets more people subbed. I personally resubbed to World of Warcraft for hardcore and to see like what was going on with OnlyFangs. Like, it was cool. It was very inspirational for me. Blizzard already said that they would never roll back, okay? Don't be stupid, okay? It counts as a server outage. But there's a silver lining. This story of OnlyFangs does not end here. The story of these DDoS attacks does not end here, everybody, okay? Because just yesterday, or was this 2 days ago? I don't know. No, this was yesterday, or I guess whenever this video goes up, like a day after, a day or two after everything had gone down, there was, in fact, a blue post put up by one of the community managers for World of Warcraft. I'll put it up on the screen here. Yes. Now it says, I'm gonna read through this as quickly as I can. Greetings. Recently, we have experienced unprecedented distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks that have impacted many Blizzard game services, including Hardcore Realms, with the singular goal of disrupting players' experiences. As we continue to work to further strengthen the resilience of WoW Realms and our rapid response time, we're taking steps to resurrect player characters that were lost as a result of these attacks. Unlike the many other ways characters can die in hardcore, DDoS attacks are an intentionally malicious effort made by third-party bad actors, and we believe the severity and results of DDoS attacks specifically warrant a different response. In the future, Blizzard may elect, at our sole discretion, to revive hardcore characters that perish in a mass event which we deem inconsistent with the integrity of the game, such as a DDoS attack. Our broader stance on character restorations or death appeals has not changed. To be clear, we do not intend to revive characters which have died due to server disconnects, lag spikes, gameplay bugs, or any other reasons. Blizzard customer support cannot assist with these issues related to characters who have died on Hardcore Realms. Thank you as always for your feedback, Clay Stone. I read through that as fast as I could. I feel like I could get better, and maybe I'll read through it quicker next time. But basically what this means is characters that have died to the DDoS attack. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying. Characters that have died to the DDoS attack can get resurrected, which is great. That's awesome. And I feel like there's literally no reason to be upset about this, but that's where, you underestimate World of Warcraft players' ability to be upset about something. A lot of the sentiment online is overwhelmingly, this is a good choice, because don't let the terrorists win. Some random guy shouldn't be able to decide that all these hardcore characters and all these hours invested into them should just go to waste, should just die because they have a bone to pick or some shit. And servers and Blizzard servers are just, apparently easy pickings. It's a good decision because that shouldn't be just accepted. That shouldn't be something that they just accept as reality. The crazy thing about World of Warcraft players, just some of them online that you'll find, there's so many of them that were like, oh, I bet they'll only resurrect streamers. Oh, I bet only the streamers will get resurrected. And it's like, they're making up scenarios. Like, it's very likely that people who died during this time frame will probably just have to submit an appeal, be like, hey, I died during the DDoS attacks. And they'll be able to look that up and be like, oh, okay, here's the time window that it was happening. You had to disconnect. You died. Easy resurrect, right? Other than going in and zeroing in on each of the streamers' characters and just resurrecting them, you go via the time frame. Everybody's just like, oh, they'll probably only resurrect the streamers because it's good marketing, okay? They probably only care about the streamers. They're making up something to get mad about that hasn't happened. Then they're beating themselves up over it. I don't understand. This is something that happens in a lot of things in online in all kinds of circles. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but people making up something that theoretically could happen. It hasn't happened. It probably won't happen, or it doesn't happen. They're making something up to get mad about and then just working themselves into a tizzy over it, which is crazy to me. I'm so over it. It's exhausting to read how much these guys, as a Blizzard fan, you feel like you're just a beat dog, you know, you just feel like you've just been used and abused and you're just tired of it and you always assume the worst. Guys, we can relax, okay? And then there's still the people that are like, oh, well, it's still a server outage. It's crazy that they would just resurrect them for a server outage. No, it's an attack. Quit wanting the terrorists to win. But I'm sorry. Okay, back to the main point. Back to what was I saying? Anyway, this means very likely, fingers crossed, OnlyFangs isn't dead. OnlyFangs season 2, baby, is not over yet, at the very least. I have not been watching all the streams. I haven't seen everybody get their, you know, their big reunion. All the people get their characters back. Everybody's happy, and you know, I haven't seen that whole situation go down. And I mean, even if the characters are resurrected, there's still the issue of the DDoS attacks potentially screwing over their raid. But it at least means if it does screw over their raid again, Blizzard has set the precedent that they will revive the characters in that specific scenario at their discretion. The question is, do they want to spend the time? Do they want to try and make it work? And my hope is yes. My hope is that OnlyFangs continues and they reach their goal of defeating Blackwing Lair. Despite the DDoS attacks, despite the baloney, they all live happily ever after. And then maybe they like start a Minecraft server or something. Good for them. That's my hope. Oh shit, I kicked my camera. Hold on. I guess what I'm trying to say is OnlyFangs, you've got a choice now, okay? You can give up. You can say, these DDoS attackers, we're done. We're over it. This is the end of OnlyFangs. At least until they fix the DDoS attacks, which I don't know how long that'll take. Blizzard, who fucking knows how long that'll take? You can say that's it. We're done. Or you can say, fuck Blackwing Lair. We're getting in there. We're kicking ass. We're possibly lagging out and possibly dying and possibly having to get resurrected by Blizzard again, but then we're going back. And we can beat our heads against the wall as many times as it takes and receive as many streamer bennies from Blizzard as it takes, and we will defeat. Who's the end boss of Blackwing Lair? Is it Nefarian? Is it Nefarious? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's Nefarian. You could say we're going back in there. And you can lag us out, but we'll keep coming back. And we will defeat Nefarian. And everybody's gonna freaking look like a bunch of everybody's gonna think that we're real cool and epic gamers. You could do that. I'm a firm believer that OnlyFangs can make that happen. I believe in them, and I hope they do it. I don't know what else to say. So here's what I posted when I initially thought OnlyFangs was over. And it still holds true here. I said the beautiful thing about OnlyFangs and other streamer crossover events, I suppose, is its ability to bring together different creators and their communities that might not otherwise interact. And to that end, I would say OnlyFangs was a massive success. It sucks if this is how OnlyFangs ends, but the real OnlyFangs is the friends they made along the way. Whatever they decide on, whatever path they decide to take, I'm sure this is a story that's developing day by day. By the time that I finish and post this video, they might already have a plan for whatever raid they'll be doing this weekend. OnlyFangs Season 2, massive success, and I'd be looking forward to OnlyFangs Season 3. And if they want to have me, I'd be happy to join. I'm very handsome, and I'm basically a nobody, but I'm very handsome. All right, so that's probably gonna do it for this video. I have nothing else to say regarding the OnlyFangs DDoS attacks situation. There's really nothing else to say. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out support my YouTube channel, and let's keep our fingers crossed for whenever and whatever OnlyFangs Season 3 is. Maybe they'll include your boy Kwern. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Lots of love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, Kwern here. Again, recording during the daytime. Quick little update. I just managed to catch their meeting that they had to go over what they want to plan to do moving forward. And it looks like they are going to try and finish the raid, which is a big W. They're going to try and do it in spite of all the DDoS attacks. They're still going to try and complete it. And they did a little bit of discussing. There's still going to be a lot of planning before they figure out what they're going to do for OnlyFangs Season 3. But like I said, I'm a fan. I like watching it. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah. No, now the video can end. Goodbye.